大家好，今天要录的是 Stone Soup 的绘本。Three soldiers toured down a road in a strange country. They were on their way home from the war. Besides being tired, they were hungry. In fact, they had eaten nothing for 2 days because they were fighting. 就像现在的阿兵哥一样。How I would like a good dinner tonight, said the first, and a bed to sleep in, said the second. But all that is impossible, said the third. We must march on. On their march, suddenly ahead of them saw a line of the village. Maybe we'll find a bite to eat there, said the first. And a soft to sleep in, said the second. No harm in asking, said the third. Now they're peasants of that place feared stranger. When they heard that 3 soldiers were coming down the road, they talked among themselves. Here comes 3 soldiers. Soldiers are always hungry, but we have little enough for ourselves, and they hurry to hide their food, just like I hide my candy in this bag. Okay. They put a sack of barley under the hay of the sow. They lower a bucket of milk down the well. They spread old clothes over the carrot bin. They hide their cabbage and potatoes under the bed. They hung their meat in the cellar. They hide all they had to eat. Then they wait. Dun, 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 dun. The 3 soldiers stopped first at the house of the poor and Francos. 就是一个老夫妻的，简单来讲就是老夫妻就对了。Good evening to you, they said. Could you spare a bite of food for 3 hungry soldiers? We have no food for ourselves for 3 days, said Paul. Francos made a sad face. It has been a poor harvest. We are hungry. 3 soldiers went on to the house of Albert and Lucius. 一样也是老夫妻。Could you spare a bite of food? And have you some corner where we could sleep for a night? Oh no, said Herbert. We gave all we could spare to soldiers who came before you. Our beds are full, said Lucy and Albert. At Ken and Mary's answer was the same. It had been a poor harvest, and all the grain must be kept for seed. So it went all through the village. Not a peasant had any food to give away. 虽然他们还是有一点点的食物，但他们不愿意分享。They all had good reason. One family had used grain of wheat. Another had an old sick father to care for. All had too many mouths to fill. 这里我们来数数看有几个。1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mouths. 这里还有一个 10 mouths to fill. The village stood in the street and sang. They looked as hungry as they could. The 3 soldiers talked together. Then the first soldier called, "Good people!" The peasants drew near. "We are the 3 hungry soldiers in a strange land. We have asked you for food, and you have no food. Well then, we have to make stone soup." The peasants started. Stone soup? There will be something to know about. First, we'll need a large iron pot, 就是铁锅. the soldier said. The peasant bought a large pot they could find. How else to cook enough? That's not too large, said the soldier, but it will do. And now, water to fill it and a fire to heat it. It took many buckets of water to fill the pot. A fire was built on the village square and the pot was sent to boil. And now, if you please, 3 round smooth stones. Those were easy enough to find. The peasant eyes grew around as they watched the soldier drop the stone in the pot. 建议你们轻轻地放进去，因为我怕丢进去会喷出来，可能会这样，很烫。Any soup needs salt and pepper, said the soldier, as they began to serve. Children ran to fetch salt and pepper. Stones like those girly good soup, but oh, if there was carrots, it would be much better. Why, I think I have a carrot or 2, said a friend course, and off she ran. He came back with her apron full of carrots from beans, the red squash. A good stone soup should have cabbage, said the soldier as they sliced the carrot in the pot. But no use to asking for what you don't have. I think I could find a cabbage somewhere, said Mary, and she hurried home. Back she came with 3 cabbage from the cupboard under the bed. If we only have a bite of beef and few potatoes, this soup would be good enough for a rich man's table. Dun, 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 dun. Money. The peasants soon led over. They remembered their potatoes and the sign of beef hanging in the cellar. They ran to fetch them, a rich man's soup, and all from a few stones. It seemed like magic. Ah, sang the soldier as they stirred in the beef and potatoes. If we only have a little barley and a cup of milk, this soup would be fit for the king himself. Indeed, he asked for just such a soup when last he dined with us. 这里我要加一个双关语，是很重要的。If you didn't dine, you will die. 你不吃晚餐，你会死啊，不然呢？ The peasants looked at each other. The soldier has earned the king. Well, but no use asking for you what you don't have. The soldier sighed. The peasants bought their barley from the sow. They bought their milk from the well. The soldier stirred the barley and milk into a steam burst while the peasants started. At last the soup was ready. Oh, you shall taste, the soldier said, but first a table must be eaten. Of the seat, great tables were placed in the square, and all around was lined torch. 火把. Such a soup, how good it smelled, truly fit for a king. But then the peasant asked himself, would not such a soup score bread and roast and cider? Soon a banquet was spread and every... Huh? Soon...怎么了？ 对，就是 soldier 啊。soldier。好。Soon the banquet was spread and everyone sat down to eat. Never has there been such a feast. Never had a peasants taste such a soup, and fancy made from stone. They ate and drank and ate and drank and ate and drank 重复100次 and after they danced, dun, 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 they danced and sang far into the night. 我不知道他们唱。At last they were tired. Then the three soldier asked, "Is there not a sofa where we could sleep?" Let such wise and splendid gentlemen sleep in a sofa. Indeed, they must have the best bed in the village. So the first soldier slept in the Paris house. The second soldier slept in the baker house, and the third soldier slept in the mayor house. 分别是牧师、烤面包的师傅，然后还有一个就是市长。In the morning, the whole village gathered in the square to give them a send-off. Many thanks for what you have told us, the peasant said to the soldier. We shall never go hungry, now that we know how to make soup from stone. Oh, it's all in knowing how, said the soldier, and off they went down the road. Such men don't grow on every bush. Okay, bye bye.